Hello, and welcome back to our series on the weird, overlooked, and unremarkable secrets of the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Today, we're headed to Hjaalmarch, the swampy and generally disliked region of Skyrim, along with its capital, Morthal. But a hold with so many ghost stories and general spooky goings on is bound to have some mysteries for us to uncover. Remember to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy so I know to keep making this kind of content, and let's get started. Our first discovery seems unremarkable at first. A classic set of ruins with some plants and insects around. Nothing out of the ordinary, right? Well, if we take a closer look at these flowers and butterflies, we can see that they consist of only nightshade and torchbugs specifically. The two can't be combined together for a potions, so that theory is out, but we know that nightshade only grows around the dead, meaning that this was likely a burial ground. Perhaps the deadly nature of this nightshade keeps the nectar-loving butterflies at bay, making way for the torchbug swarms. Our next find is almost the opposite of the last. Here we have a grove beside a mountain. Typical ruins with flowers and butterflies, and a set of stairs that appear to go off into nothingness. This place is worthy of note because of just how unremarkable it truly is. The ruins don't seem to mean anything. The stairs go nowhere. The flora and fauna is as typical as they come. The place simply shouldn't be. It's too benign. If you have any theories on this location, which can be found here, do leave them down below. Next up, atop a waterfall, we have our next find. A single skull rests here. What strikes me about this is not only the strangeness of a random skull being here, but how purposefully placed it seems to be, as if it were the last request of a loved family member to have his skull staring out across the landscape of Skyrim. It would be a nice change from the clearly tossed and murdered bodies we tend to find so often in places such as this in this series. But not to stay in the land of nice for too long, we move on to our next find, a camp. The fire died out, sits amidst this tranquil area, but the contents of the camp are anything but. The two owners of the camp are here and in many bloody pieces. Something or someone came and tore these two apart. Given the lack of flesh, my guess is the local wildlife, but who knows what vile manner of beast or man could have come across them. Still, pretty restoration skill book. And speaking of beasts, here we have our final find. A bear sits by its dinner, an entire mammoth, its sides and neck slashed open violently. It's surprising a bear was able to take down such a formidable creature, but I'm sure it is feasting like a king for it. Interestingly, this isn't just a mammoth corpse. Well, it is, but this isn't your typical mammoth corpse that you would have from, killing a mammoth. This was placed here specifically. It's unique. You can't just fire off resurrect at it in the console and bring it back to life. Somebody at Bethesda wanted this bear to feast like a king. Well, that is the circle of life for you. And as such, we should leave them be. I'd say he's earned his meal. And that is that. 5 things you missed in Hjaalmarch. Even this miserable hold has something to offer, it seems. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and as always, I hope to see you next time.